NY, the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own, get your phone and hear a call. We going up, now let them know.
We are here.
SVO.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Eric Bernal show. What is the show all about? We still don't know. But people have asked for a certain type of guest. I put a little poll out there, and some people try to dance on it. Haha, whatever. I made that up right now. Look, people are asking, hey, why don't you get more than just comedians on your show? Which we will. We'll have everyone. We just want to talk. This podcast is about talking shit. Literally. That's all of what it's about. We might agree, might disagree. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're just here to get drunk. But no, yes. This is a special guest. I consider actually a good friend of mine. Very awesome. But people wanted to know, what is the life of a bottle girl? And let me tell you something. We got one here today. She goes by the name of Tyler Morris. Miss Tyler Morris, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right. You don't have to be
Thanks for having me.
Sexual and shit.
Hello, everyone.
She had 2 shots of Hornitos, and now she's like, what the hell? No. Hey, you're not on the job now. You don't have to flirt with us.
Okay,
all right?
sorry.
No, exactly. Treat us like the disgusting people we are. No.
Treat us like scum.
No, it's funny, interesting, because in Scottsdale, things that go hand in hand with Scottsdale are divorced men and bottle women, right? So, I mean, let me know when I'm lying.
I quit.
So, yeah, no, and people always want to know, like, what does that girl do? People, it's a love-hate of the bottle girls here in Arizona, would you say?
Oh, 100%.
What do you think is, like, the biggest hate you get? What is the number one thing people think that is, like, either true or not true?
I think that everyone thinks that bottle girls are, like, whores, for one.
They're not
whores, and that they're mean.
No, and this is true. Not all of them are whores. Not all of them.
Just a select few.
Yeah, there is a finite few. They have OnlyFans. No,
shout out to them.
Honestly, there are some women who have OnlyFans, not whores, I would think, right?
I think the more that...
Or are they whores?
I don't know. I feel like sex workers
are you? Are you a whore?
I don't have an OnlyFans yet.
Well...
but no, so the misconception is that you say... People think
fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. People think that bottle girls are like this thing of like almost like a figment of our imagination, as if you're not real. Therefore, sometimes you can get treated well or bad, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
for sure. It could go either way.
So people think you're whores. Why do people think you're whores? Because you parade around in your underwear?
I mean, yeah, we walk around in lingerie and they just think that like they're entitled because like we're half naked.
Yeah, and they bought a bottle of Tito, so they
and they're like, oh, we spent this amount of money, so
interesting.
So I can touch you. That's
wild.
You're gonna come back to my Airbnb. That's the biggest one. Like,
oh yeah.
The Airbnbs, like
I was thinking about making merch for the bottle girls that says, I don't care about your Airbnb.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I'll go back to your Airbnb.
Like,
tip me $1,000 and then we'll talk.
$1,000 just to show up.
Buy an ace case and then we'll talk. Maybe a Dom ladder.
But the Dom ladder. Please explain to the people what a Dom ladder is.
Right,
I know what it is. I'm a degenerate.
A Dom ladder. So an ace case. Let me start there. So an ace case is a literal case of ace of spades. So at least at the club I work at, ace is $1,500. So that would be a $4,500 purchase for an ace case. But a Dom ladder is 12 bottles of Dom.
Carry on.
And yeah.
Some people don't know.
You can do like...
Some people don't know what
Dom is.
Dom
usually is like 1,000. Well, if you're getting like vintage, it's 1,000. If it's loom... I'm like talking as if everyone knows what I'm
speaking Japanese to me right now.
I'm speaking like Joe Biden right now.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Biden. We were looking at Joe Biden clips earlier, and we don't know what the fuck he said, just like what you said.
I like it, though.
But here's the thing. Did you know any of these?
Oh, I had no idea, actually. So I'm from Bakersfield, California. And
shout out to Bakersfield.
Shout out to 661. 661.
Actually, one of the comics that we know is from there. Jeff Vincent.
Really?
Jeff Vincent.
Shout out to Jeff Vincent from Bakersfield.
His whole family is like from there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 661. Okay.
Yeah, he'll know what you're talking about.
661 Shorty. Yeah. So I worked at a club in Bakersfield, and champagne was not like our main seller. It was just like a lot of hard alcohol, crack, and a lot of drugs at the club.
That's damn. You brought it out. You brought it out someone's shoulders.
We didn't even do shoulders. We didn't have mics, like nothing. I came out here like.
You're like, where are the syringes? How do we sell syringes in this club?
I'm like,
where's the alcohol?
So no one orders heroin here.
Heroin? So what would you say the big? So you came. So you're from Bakersfield, born and raised. Mm-hmm. You came out to little old Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, which is a lot bigger than Bakersfield.
Yeah. You're an innocent young lady coming into Scottsdale.
Little baby.
You landed. Did you land a bottle service job first, or were you a hostess?
So actually, the way I moved out here was kind of crazy. So one of my best friends from Bakersfield went to GCU, and I would come out here and visit her like once a year. And I already kind of knew I wanted to move out here, but so I came out for Halloween of 2021. And that trip just kind of like solidified that I wanted to move out here. Yeah, and so then I came out for one of my friend's birthdays in November, and I did a bunch of interviews, and I just told myself, if I get hired anywhere, I'm just going to move. And I did. So I just packed up all my shit and drove out here, and now I'm here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope because mine was a very similar story why I moved to Arizona. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, so might as well give people the origin story of why I moved out here. I thought I got a girl pregnant here.
Nice.
Now, she was pregnant, just not with my kid. And that's a real story. And I used to be very embarrassed to tell that story, but now, she's a whore, is what I'm saying. And
Fuck that girl.
she brought me here. And
Is she a bottle girl?
No. She was actually, she would say she's a model, but I think she just took pictures of herself. But I don't know. Either way, she was crazy. I hate describing someone like that, but she was. She one time put her friend to sleep because they were talking to me at the club. So shout out to her, that freaking idiot. But yeah, no, it brought me here. So
Is she from Bakersfield?
I
might know her.
I might have fought her in 8th grade. No,
she was a tough one.
I've actually never been in a fight ever in my life. I'm a lover girl.
Never.
Girl.
Have you ever?
I've never been in a fight.
What's the closest you've been to a fight?
Ooh. So this guy that I was talking to was talking to another girl.
Let's get to domestic violence immediately. Let's go.
This guy that I was talking to was talking to another girl at the same club that I worked at, and he like told me that he like broke things off with her. And
of course he did.
And that was a lie.
I was at the bar, so I was working and she was off, and I was like at the bar. And I was like getting drinks, and she turned around, and I was like taking the drinks to the table, and she turned around, she goes, "Yeah, bye, bitch." And I turned around, and I was like waiting for her. I just stood there, and I just looked at her, and I was just waiting for her to turn around because I was gonna throw these fucking drinks in her face. I was done. I was so over it.
I'm
so glad she didn't turn around. Like, you were like, I would have lost my job. I was on the clock. Like,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, I heard it's frowned upon in the night the night service business to throw drinks at.
Yeah, probably
people.
Probably not a good way to get tips.
But that's crazy.
Probably not.
Not a good way to get tips at all. So let's talk about that. People have a misconception. Now, would you say that there are some women in bottle service that are making good money, and just because you're a bottle girl doesn't mean all bottle girls are made equally?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like we could have nights where we make absolutely nothing, and we could have nights where we make thousands of dollars.
One night.
Yeah. Like, so New Year's, I had a table. They were there on New Year's Eve, and then on New Year's Day, they came back because they like left something at the club, and they ended up spending like $30,000.
Jesus Christ.
$30,000 in tips.
Do you remember what they bought?
Oh my God, yeah. They bought Ace Blanc. So Ace of Spades,
but Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc, that's what it's called. Blanc de Blanc. That's a $3,800 bottle.
Let's Google that one. Let me get a chance.
Blanc de Blanc. Blanc de Blanc. It's so good. Oh my God, it's fire. So good.
You could taste the $100 bill going down your throat. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they bought a lot of Blanc, and they actually
did a lot of Blanc too. More than likely.
Been there.
They might have. I mean,
more than likely. I mean, so they bought all this stuff. So that one. Jesus Christ. Now, let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I see this at the club. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I see two ballers sit next to each other. Do ballers like to all ball each other? Like they go, look at this guy. He just ordered, 4K worth of shit. I want to order 5K worth of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bottle Wars definitely. Like that's a thing. It's
called
like Bottle Wars. It's a thing. Bottle Wars are a thing. Yes.
I've never heard
tables
that before.
Like so. If somebody is like spending money and they like see a presentation, because we do like crazy ass presentations.
Crazy.
Like we have like Blanc de Blanc.
Oh my
Blanc
gosh.
de Blanc. That is the best champagne I've ever had.
Blanc de Blanc. $800 retail.
$3,800 at the club.
Wow! So what a deal!
So come see me in order.
What a deal! Blanc. She'll go over there and shake it in your face or some shit, and then that's it.
I might tell a good story.
Yeah, she'll tell a good story. She'll imagine she's over there like doing magic. This is what else I do. I do magic.
Is this your card?
Dude, if you do magic as a bottle girl,
That'd be fire.
That would be
That actually should be a presentation. Is this your card?
Close up magic.
Yo, if I'm drunk,
Was this
and I
your
see
card?
Magic,
Dude, talk about taking it to the next level. So these
your
people
card?
tip 12
Is
grand.
this your card?
the ace of spades.
Oh yeah. So
How
that,
much of that do you
that
get?
day, that was the biggest tip I've ever gotten.
How much of that do you get?
So
A good amount. We don't have to go down to particular dollars, but a good
Percentage.
amount was
yeah,
yours?
so it's a tip pool. So like everyone splits the tips.
Oh, they
whoever's
loved you that
working.
day.
Oh, that table loved me.
I
They
mean,
loved
everyone
me.
else, I got to split that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was a good day, but we were all
pool.
hanging. I can't even like credit it just to myself because we were all up there like taking care of them.
I love this. You're
But-
you were that day you like scored 40 points as a basketball player, but you were like, it's a team effort.
It really is though. It really
Everyone
is
played
though.
really good defense.
It definitely is because
And
sometimes
I couldn't do
and
without
that's,
my
like,
coach, the training. that went
sometimes certain
behind.
people like different people. So like you could be serving a table, but if one of your coworkers like
That-
it has a different personality or looks different than you and you go up to them, like they go up to them and it's a completely different story.
So
Like,
you are if I were just someone that went in there, you're the bottle girl that has light blue eyes, right? Am I getting that
Green.
right? Or
Green.
green. Well,
green actually.
whatever. Blue, green, not brown. So you're the girl with the color eyes, dark hair, right? And then they go, but I like blondes.
And that happens. That does happen.
Do you guys specifically have a blonde on deck?
I feel
ready
like
for
the
that?
club that I work at has a pretty well
Like a range?
Yeah, I would
people?
say. I think that we have a good amount of like blondes, brunettes, colored eyes. Like
Smorgasbord.
Yeah,
we have someone for anyone. Someone for
very
anyone.
nice. So you go there, you just
Good marketing.
It reminds me of just like that scene on Rush Hour 2. When Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan go and they pick the girls that they want to massage them, and they go, "Oh, you," and the girl goes like this, where it's like, "Yeah, you too, you too."
We
No.
have fake boobs. We have real boobs. We
Hey, we
have
got not-
skinny girls. We
Skinny-
have
you got
slim thick. We
yeah,
have
slim. You guys
anything
really
want.
have tatted girls.
We do.
not
No, I
tatted
feel like the
girls?
club I work at like has a really good range of women. Like,
Now let's talk about the men that visit you here.
okay.
Would you say the people that spend more money are nicer to you, or people who spend less money are nicer to you?
It depends, honestly. I feel like it's very different because sometimes people that spend a lot of money feel very entitled and they think like, okay, I'm spending this amount of money, so like I deserve
you are
this
also
type
part of this. They think that you're also on the receipt.
Yeah, like they feel very like some people feel very entitled to the person that's serving them. Like
Yeah.
they think, oh, I'm spending. Like I've had people literally tell me, like, oh, I'm spending this amount of money, so you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Like you should be like over here all the time. And I'm like, I have 3 other tables to serve. Like I can't just give
Like,
you my
also,
undivided
like,
attention. Like I have other tables that are also spending money, and maybe it's not as much as you, but like
So
I
people
can't
think-
just avoid these people. Like.
So people think, I feel like in Scottsdale, I mean, I've been there. I feel like there are sometimes out-of-towners feel like people are for sale.
Yeah.
Or maybe even in-towners. You know, people will be like, hey, I've been here enough times, girl.
Right, right,
You're going to come to this
right.
one bedroom down the street, you know, come hang out. Now, how many times has the small of your back been touched?
1.5 million.
Please focus on that face that she
A
just
million
made.
Yeah.
and a half.
What is it about men and the small of a bottle girl's back? And
I genuinely don't
it's
know,
when you
like-
go like this, it's right above the tailbone, like slightly, like your pinky's at the crack almost.
Oh my god.
And it's it's like you're not on their ass, but you're
like you're close
you're
enough.
there where you're like
walking the line.
you could almost imagine it in your head
I
what the
feel
rest
like,
of it
you know how
feels.
people say like the less I see, the more I imagine.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the small of the back is.
The small of the back is like-
I can't touch your ass, like I can't feel anything,
it's
but like
skin.
I'm close enough. I can imagine like if I
is-
go
is-
like
is
1
there
inch,
skin?
1 inch lower.
But is it
I'm
skin
almost
to
there.
skin sometimes on the small of the back?
Honestly, I feel like because we wear like underwear underneath our lingerie, so
No,
I
no,
feel
but
like
like
you
on the
can't
small
really,
of your
like,
back, is it up? Do you guys? Because I feel
There's
like
still
that's
like
a thing.
our clothes, like our lingerie is
like-
still up there. Like we
No,
have,
yeah,
and
you
we
guys-
wear layers. Like we're not butt ass naked.
No, no, no,
like,
no. This
we have
isn't
our
Ojos
tights
Locos.
on.
This
This
isn't
isn't like
Ojos
girls.
Locos.
This isn't like girls.
This isn't like girls. This isn't fucking. I mean, it's
a great place.
Shout out to those places and
Shout out,
and
like,
the
girls.
money you guys.
I've been there way too many times, and I don't.
I've been there before the remodel.
She's like it's pronounced.
Les
It's
girls,
pronounced
les girls, les
And
girls.
she's like eating a croissant. So
There are no croissants.
So the small of your back has
Like,
been
where
touched
the
a
fuck
lot.
is that
Is it just
croissant?
you, or would you say
Where's my croissant service?
this is my croissant? Bottle girl with a
And I
croissant.
always go there after 2 a.m. and there's no alcohol. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
here?
right?
Like, I'm like, just bitches shaking ass in my face, and I'm like, but can
Dude,
you
I
bring me a
know, I
shot
gotta
of
buy
tequila?
two
I'm like,
Red
can
Bulls.
you please
It's like,
bring
I
me
could
some
Google
tequila?
this.
I'm like, every time I go there, I'm like, put me in, coach. I want to go up there. I want to go up
me in,
there.
coach.
I say that every single time.
That's hilarious.
I sit there and I'm like, put me in, coach. I'm like, hire me right now.
You walk in and they're like, there's that drunk girl that always tries to get on the ball.
There she is
The
again.
only reason I don't is because I don't want to get
Wearing the
86.
hat.
Like, I'm like, I'm like, put me in, coach. I
So-
could do that. I watch them and I'm like, I could do that.
I feel
could
like,
do that.
but I
could.
feel like that goes both
I'm
ways.
like, that looks really fun.
I feel like strippers also feel like there is this thing about strippers and bottle girls and strippers.
Oh.
Who either that's cool, that's fun. Also, they think like I could do that. My job's way more.
some people don't know the
stressful.
difference between them though. Like I've had people come into the club and be like, so when do you start stripping? And I was like, I
Someone's asked that?
don't. Oh yeah, I've had. When do you guys start dancing?
I didn't even know that was on the menu.
When you buy a dom ladder?
Dude, so let me tell you, someone
You
buys a
buy
dom,
Dom
ladder,
ladder?
I'll start dancing for you. I'll take my top off.
Dom ladder's
Look,
crazy.
Dom ladder. So it's
Dom ladders?
12. So someone who has that, like you're running that card first.
Running that shit up.
You're running it first. It gets denied. You let them know, hey, check your text
Well,
messages.
the people that buy dom ladders, usually their cards don't get denied. Like they just
Sorry,
got the
only
money
mine
to-
did when I bought a fucking vodka soda. My shit was like, yo, Chase
No,
Bank.
that really
I
is
don't
like
think
one
you
of the
got
most
this.
annoying things though, like is when people, and especially at the end of the night when they've ordered all this shit and then they're like, I want to close out, or they're too drunk to even say they want to close out. So you're closing them out because they're just done.
Interesting.
And you go up to them and you're like, so like, do you want to check your phone and maybe like see if your bank might have texted you, or like, do you have another
Oh, you already
card?
know the text has gone through.
Oh, yeah, but they're like,
You
oh,
guys
no,
work
my
for
bank,
Chase Bank in a
my
sense.
bank hasn't texted me. I'm like, I can see the notification on your phone as we speak,
Just
but
press-
buddy.
Just
you're
press
seeing,
yes.
you are seeing blurred lines right now. I look like an alien to you right now. Like
Yeah, but
you
Getting
don't
people
even
to pay,
know.
Getting people to pay, I feel like, is a whole other issue.
Oh,
because
one time I had this guy he was at the bar and he ended up spending like $12,000 this one night, and he came in the next day.
God damn.
He was sitting at the bar, and I was just like standing there, and he was like, "Hey, like if I buy a bottle of champagne, can you hang out with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I'll sit up with you, like
I will
whatever."
hang out
Like
with you.
he bought me Blanc de Blanc, Blanc de Blanc,
Jesus Christ.
Ace
I
Blanc.
think we're sponsored by that this one.
Yeah,
God, I
at
hope
this
so.
point, Ace of Spades, please
Blanc
sponsor
de
me.
Blanc.
Blanc de Blanc.
Just send a
Please
few to the
send-
studio.
Just send a few over here.
Jeez.
No, he bought like I think 3 of them.
By himself?
He was by himself. He was sitting at the bar, and I was just standing there, and he was like, "Hey, like you're really beautiful. Like, can you just hang out with me if I buy a bottle?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I like was just sitting, like just talking to him. He actually was like really cool. Like we were just
I bet.
talking, like shooting the shit, you know.
He sounds amazing.
No, he actually was really cool. I'm not
No,
even.
and which brings me
I'm not even being dramatic.
No, no,
I'm
no,
really
no, no,
not. And I
know.
am a dramatic human
No, here's
being.
the thing. Which brings me to my next point. When I met Tyler, me and Tyler have been friends for a little bit now. I always tell Tyler a famous line, because Tyler's actually, you look, if you go on her Instagram, whatever her last post is, Gatsby, just put it right here in front of us.
Run it up.
No, go take a look at it, Gatsby. You're gonna realize not the pinned, but her last post.
What's the?
Tyler M. Morris.
Tyler.m.morris.
Tyler.m.morris. Go follow her.
Me
Whatever.
plugging in my Instagram.
Go follow her. I know. I feel like a fucking I'm like supporting my friends. I'm like, this is your butthole. I can see your butthole.
Whoa.
Yeah. No. That's
No,
tagged.
not even that one.
Oh, not the pin one.
The one I just posted
oh my
today, like a
God.
couple hours ago.
So here's the thing, and it's hard. Yeah.
It's giving slim thick. I'm like,
Here's
is
the
that
thing.
me?
Tyler's my
Is that
friend.
me?
Yeah, I know. Tyler's my friend. She posts things like that, and it's funny because as a dude, who's also been around people in the industry a lot, you're kind of like almost numb to it, but also like it's more of like as your friend, you're supposed to like hype them up and everything. Which Tyler is a beautiful girl, and since I met her, she is a fucking nerd. Actually,
I'm a fucking weirdo.
Like she's
I think
dead
one of the first times we hung out, you were like, "Why are you so weird?
Like,
you're
legit.
a weirdo. Like you're not supposed to be a weirdo, but you are."
I said, and I quote, I said, "You act like a 6, but are a 10." Like she is legit,
Jesus
and
Christ.
that's a really good like compliment, because one of the things I think that Scottsdale bottle girls, bartenders, whatever, whores, all these people that they these things that they get, the backlash is that they're mean, that they're not good. I would say for the most part, the majority of people in the industry are super nice.
Oh yeah.
Once you get to know them. Also,
it's like a misconception, 100%.
Here's the thing, though, and also it goes down in comedy too, where the reality is you can't be everyone's friend. There's no way you're gonna be able to be everyone's friend.
And you're not gonna get along with everybody either.
No, but if everyone's
gonna have something to say about you.
What I'm saying is everyone that is buying stuff from you, we're not gonna be best friends. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's not gonna, like, I thank you for your business. Same thing with anything else. Like,
right.
I'll give you this conversation. It's cool, but we're not gonna be best friends, But Tyler's always been someone which I met her and the staff of the club. I just don't want to mention it just in case anything, but. Always been good to me, always been great. I would say the majority of industry people are dope. They're super dope. They're, if anything, have become like family of mine, to be honest with you. I spent Thanksgiving at a staff of a certain club because I have anywhere to go.
I was at the club on Thanksgiving.
She was at the club splitting some turkey. And that's the thing, like,
and I had the greatest Thanksgiving I've ever had.
I would say the majority of like some customers are not nice.
Yeah, I would say the same.
I've witnessed it because I'm a patron. I walk in, I try, and the way they snap or clap or whistle,
they just feel so entitled.
And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? You're ordering a Corona. You know what I mean? And you ask for 2 limes. My biggest pet peeve is when there's like a table and they have a bottle service table. Literally, it's called a VIP bottle service table. For sure. And they're like, can we order a bucket of beer? Like, yo. You could tell that they raised chicken somewhere. Or like
in Bakersfield, probably.
In Bakersfield. Or like milked a cow or fucked a goat. We don't know. One of the two. Both, maybe. And
more than likely.
But that's the thing, like, and that's another thing is like they get a bad rap too. I understand some of them are good, but it's always the bad ones that are always gonna stick out more than anything else. So I get when someone goes, those Scottsdale. It's funny because I do comedy. So when I do comedy in Scottsdale, I have a lot of comedians that go, oh, in Scottsdale, I don't do that shit. That shit's naughty as fuck. I'm like, they're trying to pay their bills like everyone else.
Exactly.
They're doing something.
It's a job. Like,
also, it's funny that some comedians will say like, that's narcissistic to be put on your body and everything. I'm like, dude, we get on stage. We get on stage and say,
you're in front of a lot more people than I am.
Attention, please listen to me. And Tyler's actually been a very supportive friend. Tyler went to the show where I opened for Chris Stefano. And, able to see me in that light. And that's why I grade people on that, not their jobs, like, at all. Like, I have people that do everything, like, who work at the bank, who fucking are a bottle girl, people who sell drugs. All these people are good people.
Your job does not define you.
Their job does not define them. The way I see it is, if you're not genuinely hurting me, we're good. And if you're a good person, we'll chill. But for the majority of the people go like, they think they know who you are just based.
Oh, 100%.
They'll see you and they'll be like
automatically
have you ever gotten like
shit.
bad faces from like women, men?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
They're just like, oh, this bitch thinks she's hot.
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
Have you ever gotten bad comments on your Instagram?
Probably. Honestly, I can't really think of like pretty privilege is actually it's a real thing.
Has anyone said anything bad about me?
Actually, never, because I'm perfect.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no.
It's really hard being funny and pretty.
I know you're a crazy person.
Yeah,
you went to Gracie's. I was like, yo, this is Gracie's. I was like,
I did go there. I've only been there once though.
Person.
No, but my friend was
Gracie's?
in from out of town, and we were like, it was like a Monday night, and I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck to go.
It's a dive.
Well, here's the thing about Ty. Like,
I was like, photo op? Yeah, absolutely.
Ty, you can literally take her to Maple and Ash or McDonald's.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down for whatever.
And that is the quality that
I'm down
I think
for
any man or woman should be.
ever.
You know what I mean? Because honestly,
one thing about me, I'm down to shoot the shit.
Yeah, like there's a misconception. I mean, if anything, like Tyler's the hillbilly of bottle girls.
I really
okay?
am. I really am.
She is
no,
the
I really am.
Hillbilly of bottle girls.
No,
okay.
What's crazy is like no one really realizes like how I'm kind of ratchet. Like I low key am like
kind of.
I
just kidding.
No, one really knows that. Or like I had to tone myself down so much coming out here. Like the club that I worked at in Bakersfield, I used to like.
Do I even know you?
Yeah, right.
She was like, no, I was nuts. I shot a man.
She wipes her makeup off. There's a teardrop.
No, they're like the club I worked at would get shot up like once a month. I come out here, I'm like, wow, this is
this is way nicer.
I'm like, where am I?
God damn. She's like, we used to perform with bulletproof vests.
Oh my God, our presentation.
Oh my God.
Literally. Why is that kind of a good idea though?
That is a good idea. When 50 Cent's in town. Guys, do we have any questions? I know we asked people to make questions. And also, where we at on time?
We're at we're good. We're at like 24 minutes.
All right, cool.
All right, I want to take my shot actually.
All right,
it's about that time. It's about that time. About that time.
I want to play some funky
What's
music. What's
a bottle girl without a shot, right?
Pretend there's some fun music playing.
Pretend.
It's so much funnier in the silence.
I'm scared for myself. Like I do this for a living. But
Shout out to Hornitos, I guess.
First.
No.
This episode is sponsored by Hornitos.
Hornitos. Actually,
can it be sponsored by?
God, I hope so.
Actually, this would be a good time.
1942 Dre.
1942 Dre. Dude.
Shout out
Dre.
Dre.
Shout out Dre.
You guys will get to know who Dre is.
Zaddy Dre.
1942.
Does anyone not know who 1942 Dre is?
Well, across the nation is what I mean. So, because we're gonna have him as
if
a
you don't
guest
know,
soon.
now you know.
Now you know. He's a great friend of mine. Honestly, just look at my tagged photos.
He's a degenerate times 10, but I'm like right below him.
Yeah.
So
I
can't really talk.
That's why
like-
we love him.
And they're like
we
best.
love him
and they're BFFs.
Oh,
like,
Dre's my best
every time
friend.
I see your guys' story,
I am the female version of Dre.
I'm home, just like, you know,
And you're like,
feeding
oh,
my
there
dog,
they are.
And
There
then
they
I see
are
you guys
at
like
8 in the
doing
morning.
cartwheels into a pool. Like,
At
I don't
8 in the
understand.
morning,
Do we have any other
sometimes
questions?
10.
All right,
Yeah,
we
we
got
got
some
the
questions for you.
all right,
Ty.
all right.
And
Oh,
Dre,
I
if you're
didn't take
listening,
my
we got to
shot.
run that ping pong back.
Oh, yeah.
Dre.
But we have some.
She's gonna take her shot right now.
There we go. Why are people trying to be funny?
I know. Just don't skip the ones that are stupid.
I like this one. How many times has she seen a card decline?
Oh yeah. How many times have you seen a card decline?
1.5 million.
How many times per night?
At least 3, and I feel like I'm always the one
Really?
to get the tables that their card declines. It's always me. Always.
They just like you too much.
And no, we have to pre-authorize the card. So like after the first order, we have to run the card just for like whatever they ordered initially, and it's always me. And we can't bring the bottles out until we have the card going through.
There's infamous stories about those things happening.
I wish that one video of I think it was in Miami. When they brought the sign out and it said your card declined. Oh, I wish I could do that for every single. I would be doing that
so
about
funny.
Like, we'll give
every
you
night of my
$100
life,
off because we're gonna bring the sign out embarrassed.
Like, if you're
And this is
broke,
gonna go
just say
viral.
that.
Yeah. Shit. What's another
If you're broke,
question?
just say that.
And then somebody craziest experience with the table.
With a table.
Was anyone like thrown up on top of you or?
No, luckily, because I don't even know how I do the job that I do, genuinely. I don't know how I do it because I have a phobia of vomit. It's a real thing. I can't remember the name for it, but I have a literal phobia of throw up. And I've been working in bottles in the fucking club where people throw up every 30 seconds for the last 3 years of my life.
Jeez.
I honestly, working in the club has kind of helped me not get over it, but I see it all the fucking time. I've had to just deal with it. But I'm so
what's the
weird
craziest
about
thing?
it.
What's something someone said?
Something stood out.
Someone offered maybe something.
I
Was
had
let me buy your sweaty socks. I've heard that one before.
Nice.
Now some guy did tell me I'll pay you $1,000 a month to be my sugar baby, and I'm like,
what does that entail?
$1,000 a month?
What does that entail?
I've never been one, so
You have to send them a pinky toe picture.
I'm I will text you, maybe. I don't even text my friends sometimes. My phone is on do not disturb constantly. I'm don't call me.
She literally just sends emojis to people.
Sometimes, I
read
don't.
this shit in
I'm if I'm not
hieroglyphics.
working, literally leave
GIFs.
me alone. My social battery dies as soon as I'm out of work. I'm don't.
Yeah, I
speak
could
to me.
imagine because you have to talk to people nonstop.
Oh,
You have
and
to put on
some
a
days when I
face.
go in and I'm I don't want to speak to anybody, and my job is literally to entertain people.
And also, people ask for pictures.
Sometimes, yeah, I don't mind that.
Is that often?
Some bottle girls are absolutely not, but I don't know. I don't mind that.
It's what do you? Yeah, it's like
5
all you-
seconds of my time to take a
That's
picture with
interesting.
somebody.
But all you.
I
Can,
don't get it because I'm why do you
Yeah,
want a
that's
picture
really
with
interesting.
me?
What are you gonna pretend that you took me home or something? Whatever.
I don't mind
Does
it, but
tip me
some
more?
girls, when I first started, I took a picture with somebody, and this girl that I worked with was why did you do that? I'm like,
It's like frowned upon.
Maybe they had like a bad
some
experience
girl,
with
I don't know.
Some girls just.
I don't mind it.
against
I really don't. Like,
I love it when a guy takes a picture and they hit him with the hover hand because they feel like I can't do this.
Oh, I always do that. I do the fist.
Or you hit him with the fist? Nah,
I do
feel like that.
I do the fist.
I would never put my arm around a girl that I didn't feel comfortable with.
I would put my fist.
I
on the
would
back end
always
so they
just
know
be
I
like
wasn't,
this.
well, you're a step above the guys that
I hit him with the
put
peace
their
sign.
hands on my lower back
On the small of her
every
back.
fucking time.
No, I never want to be
That's
accused of
wild.
that. So I'm always fist out.
No,
Back
some
end.
guys will grab my ass and pretend like they didn't. Like, I'll be walking by and they will full on like grab a cheek, and I will turn around like
Jeez.
and look at them like,
So
you
crazy.
know I felt that,
That's
right? And they will
ballsy.
just be like looking around like
Liquid courage.
they didn't do it, and I'm like, you are.
You know what?
Are you dumb or are you stupid? Like,
in some
I
ways,
felt
that's
that.
sad.
Like,
It's sad on their part, like that they feel like they have to do all
Entitled.
this. Yeah, they're like, or they're just maybe like half retarded.
I'm like, just because
I
I'm
don't
half
know.
naked doesn't mean.
Yeah, you're half naked. They're
Doesn't
half
mean-
retarded. It's probably all in one. Do we have any other questions, Gats?
There's one that said.
I think there was a girl that left.
Yeah, there was a girl that left a good one. She said, "How many hours a week do you spend like prepping yourself,
like makeup.
like makeup and nails and all that?"
Honestly, I feel like I'm probably one of the like lower maintenance bottle girls because I do my own nails.
What?
I do my own nails.
Oh, really?
Well, I need to do them, so like don't look at them right now. But
That's what every girl says.
I
And
do.
they,
No,
like,
I
look-
do. Like I did
they, like,
this. I
look
hand
nice.
painted these, so
No, those are dope.
I hand painted those. Yeah, I do my own nails. It takes me maybe like an hour total to get ready. And some girls,
that's not long.
That's not long at all. Like some girls
That's
really
not
take like
long.
2 to 3 hours sometimes. Like I really don't take that long at all. Compared
That's
to
not long
compared
at
to
all.
a lot of girls.
So you do your own nails. So if you have to, so let's say your job is, let's say 15 minutes from where you're at. Let's just say that's what it is.
It is 15
All right.
minutes.
Well,
so
that's-
perfect.
That was a good guess.
So
you
that was great.
So you gotta,
Nailed it.
You got to be there at 8.
9:45 usually.
So, all right, you gotta be at 9:45. Jesus Christ! There goes this fake scenario. She's
Really?
Like, no, you're getting it wrong.
Actually,
I'm like, I will tell you
idiot.
exactly what time I get to
So
work.
you gotta be there.
Actually.
You have people waiting outside
Apparently.
your job. So at 9:45 you have to be there. So at 9:30 you're on your way. That means at 8:30 you're getting like 8:25,
I at the
8:20.
very latest I start getting ready by 8:30
and you can still
to be
good,
there by
ready to go.
9:45.
Wow, it's not bad.
that's commute
That's not
time
bad.
included.
Like,
yeah.
That's
right.
not bad. It's not bad. Have you ever experienced people that stink at your table? Like just body odor, BO.
All the fucking
Ooh.
people are disgusting. Like human beings are gross.
Okay, real quick.
Every single time I work, I'm like, I lose faith in
People just have BO.
hygiene.
So check this.
Like,
so check this.
BO, their breaths. Oh, that is the worst. Oh my god.
They hit
Every
you with the
time.
H's in your face. Like, how are you?
Oh, my biggest thing is when people like they're talking, they spit in my face. I'm like,
That's extra. That's extra. You need to put that on the receipt. Spit in my face.
I'm like,
$120. So
literally spit in my face, and
Okay.
their breath stinks, and they smell as a human being, and like human
As a
beings-
human being, not as an alien.
as a reptile, they
as
don't
a human
smell.
being, you
Okay.
smell horrible.
reptile
So,
person.
so something that I think that. All right, I like where I'm going here. Ready? Top 3. Top 3 things. Top 3 ways to be at a table to get the best service.
To get the best service.
Top 3 ways to get the best service at a table as someone who's buying a table. What are the top 3 things you look for that hopefully it could
Like
be minuscule, it could be
manners.
big, it could be the way they smell, etc. Tipping, whatever.
Okay, so well, I mean, if like initially, if their first order includes, like, if I go up to them and I'm like, "What are we celebrating?" Like blah blah blah, and I tell them like, "Okay, well, like if you want to sign like sparklers, like if
That's
you
gonna cost
like,
$20,000.
whatever." Well, like I'll tell them like if you want like champagne, you can put whatever you want on the sign, blah blah blah. If they get champagne in their first order, that's one big one.
Order champagne.
Champagne in their first order. The second one is just their manners. Like if they ask me how I'm doing, if they're like
Treat you like
Treat
a
you like a
human
treating me
human
like
being.
I
There we
am.
go.
Yes,
Number
treat me like
2.
a fucking human being. But not only that, like I treat my job like I am a part of your party. Like
I like
I
that.
am here to make your
Service, yeah.
experience good. Like you're here for a good time. I'm here to like be a part of that.
Yeah,
so
to
like
enhance it in a
I'm a
sense.
part of your party. Like if you treat me like
Dope.
I'm a part of your group, that's another one. Like if they offer me, like, I won't take shots of hard alcohol. Like, I will only drink
Let's
champagne.
mix it up or something.
But if they offer me, like, party with us, like, drink with us, like, that's one big thing. Like, if they're just like, cool, like, they're treating me like I'm their friend, like,
so how about
that's how I try to treat all my tables like you're my friend. Like, I'm here to like make sure you guys are having a good time. So champagne,
treat you
treating
well,
me,
ask you how your day is, simple shit.
Right.
And number 3, top 3 ways to treat your bottle girl.
If
Or to act
if
on
I
the
hand
table.
you your tab and you ask me what you should tip, if you say whatever you want, I will, like, you're amazing, like, whatever you want, I'll tip whatever.
Like you might,
Signed, sealed.
she might be at the Airbnb, is what he's saying. She might be there with like 5 goons, but she will be there.
I might sell the story.
Yeah.
But no, like,
Do
when
it.
tables are like, you were amazing, like, what do you want? What do you think you deserve as a tip? I'm always
love
gonna
that.
say, like, what I think I deserve. Like,
She's like the world.
the world. I deserve the world.
What? So not to switch bases because I love this conversation. I feel like a lot of people are like, dude, we need to get a bottle with this girl. Which go ahead and follow her on Instagram. We'll put her Instagram on the description and stuff. Gatsby, do we have any news circulating right now? Do we have anything?
The big thing was really just Trump getting arrested at some point in time.
No, I think what happened is Trump said that he's going to get arrested on Tuesday.
For what?
This past Tuesday. I don't know, for being dope. Just kidding. I don't know. It's funny, like, oh my God, I can't believe you. Whatever.
But
Shut
even
up.
more so than that, like there have been like
Eric is like, do you wanna
AI
bump for Trump?
AI generated Trump being arrested.
That's
things.
right. Artificial
How did
intelligence.
I not know this?
Yeah, I know. As his cousin, you would think, but no. No, so here's the thing about Trump. He's also getting older with the years. He had claimed that he's going to get arrested. I don't know. He may know something that we don't. You know,
He probably knows a lot of things that we don't.
He knows where the aliens
Not
are.
just one thing. He knows a lot of
Have
things.
you ever
that we
seen?
don't.
Have you ever seen that?
It's Donald Trump.
Have you ever seen that?
He's so fucking for real.
There's
He's
a
so
video.
fucking for real.
There's a video of a transfer of power. Maybe we could pull it up while I'm explaining it. There's a transfer of power between Obama and Trump, and they're out talking, and it looks like Trump. Like that's when Obama takes Trump, and they discuss some things, and they come out, and they let them know, like, hey, this is peaceful transfer of power. The look on Trump's face, as if Obama told him the date and year that the world is going to end. Yeah. There's a face on him where I'm like, people had made funny memes. They're like, when Obama tells you that the aliens are real or some shit. But it is interesting. They are real. I mean, I see them coming over the border all the time. But
Trump is like, as long as they're racist.
Yeah,
perfect.
as long as they're racist.
As long as they're racist.
Yeah.
As long as I can rally them.
Let them live. Let them live.
Let them come to. I think aliens would be racist, no?
I think so. I mean,
they're
I think
against our
aliens
race.
think that
the human race.
They're against
the way
human
that
race.
white people treat black people is the way that aliens look at us.
Damn,
Yeah, absolutely.
It went there at the end of this
Well.
episode, which is good. No, I like that.
It did, and it only took like the 37 mark.
Yeah, it's good. What else is going on in the news? I think Carrie Lake, she
Carrie Lake
won
did
something or she
something.
lost something.
Who's that?
She was running.
You're not a Laker?
You're not a Laker. She's a woman that was running for governor.
She is governor. Yeah.
No,
she's
lost.
running for governor. I'm sorry.
She
Katie
lost.
Hobbs is the current governor.
Katie Hobbs and she's saying that there was fraud, and maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Hey, to think that there isn't any fraud at any point, at any time of anything, maybe. But the way she's explaining it, I don't know. Apparently, I think something got overturned with the Supreme Court, and I don't know how our podcast just became fucking Fox
Politics.
News and
Hello.
CNBC or whatever the fuck.
Shout out
CNN.
to politics.
Yeah, shout out to.
Can we please the
Don
Joe Biden
Lemon
TikTok today?
and,
that was wild.
what's the right head guy? Oh, the Joe Biden TikTok. Guys, you're gonna have to
That is
run
the
the clip.
funniest
Yeah, we'll
shit
embed
I
it.
have.
Say your mental focus is.
Oh, it's focused. I haven't. Look, I have trouble even saying to myself my own head the number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly.
I had to watch it at least 3 times to be
I
like,
thought it was a lie.
Is this real? No, it's straight
100%
like,
truth. But he's also 80 years old.
It was like Mad Libs.
oh,
Who's
100%.
that?
Like,
I've seen people.
I watched it so many times.
I've seen
because I
people
was
make
just like,
more
yes,
sense.
I understand.
What are you trying to say?
I'm like,
Anywhere
it just
else.
made me laugh. I'm like, yes, I agree.
So
Whatever you're saying, yep,
So
sure.
you know what's the funny thing? We will elect somebody old again. That's just how it's gonna probably
It's
happen.
always old white men. Always.
I want to be old and white
I don't.
one day. Well, you're not a man. You wouldn't understand. No, but
get it.
It is funny. So the AI thing, I want to go back to that. The AI thing is kind of trippy. So they have photos that look legitimately like Trump is getting arrested, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's...
And they're not real?
No,
They're not
they're
real. They look so real.
So
I'll find
there's
one.
a website.
I'll find
Why
one.
There's
am I
a
not-
website.
Why do I not know
Tyler,
anything about
Tyler,
this?
I'm gonna,
Fuck, because I live in
fuck you up.
Scottsdale, that's
Yeah,
why.
Yeah, you got fucking...
Because I'm a bottle girl
You
and
got
I just
Dom
go to the club
Perignon in your
because I'm a
veins.
degenerate.
All right, look. There is a website. There's a website that creates pictures of people that don't exist.
Wait, I kind of think I saw this about
Yo,
the
look at this.
Selena and Hailey Bieber thing.
right
Like,
there.
that's not real.
That's not real.
Wait,
But it looks like a
hold on,
real
'cause I
picture.
don't want to see like
We'll post it up so you guys can see.
AI generated.
they're like holding his hands, like.
but
But it's
not,
fake.
like,
But if you
arresting
at a
him.
glance,
If
like,
his hands were like in cuffs,
can you see your
then
family
maybe,
members
like,
posting that on Facebook though?
But like, yeah, like, but they have to
Maybe
put
some
fake
of them,
on
not
it.
the ones that I talked to.
But they
though.
have to put the ones that they have to put fake on it because people think everything's real. Here's the thing: if you say anything with conviction, a good portion of the internet's gonna believe you.
funny.
Oh, that one looks real.
That
Oh,
one's
that
one's
that
good.
does look.
That one looks
real.
real shit. We'll post that one up right now.
That one's good.
We went from bottle
Yeah.
girls to politics, which is honestly one and the same. I mean,
Vote me for governor.
exactly. Fake votes.
Me for mayor.
Fake votes.
Me
and
for president.
fake
Actually,
tits.
Tyler Morris for president.
Tyler Morris for president.
I'll write you in.
Please do.
Please.
Where
That's
we,
like when,
where we at,
when
Gats?
people were, what was the name of the gorilla
Tyler's
that died
lit.
that people were like, do you remember that? What was the name of him? And it was the 2016.
Harambe.
Yes! When people were writing in Harambe for president in 2016.
Or D's nuts.
Yes.
Remember when D's nuts was a big
These
one.
nuts got like a percentage. Like,
Like
it was that.
He was like up for
Harambe got
debate.
so many votes though.
As long as you
like,
do a
that
certain
was
percentage.
Crazy. Harambe.
Harambe
a
had a
fucking dead
percent-
gorilla.
It was like 2%. It was like
Dude, it was foul.
So
how he
many
went out.
Americans wasted their one vote on a dead gorilla.
Dude, let me tell you how Tyler is lit right now. She had a couple of shots, and now she was like, "I don't know if
she's
I'm
yelling
gonna
at
tug." Now she's doing
had about
now she's
10.
doing political campaigns.
Vote me for president.
Vote for Tyler. Honestly, guys, we're gonna have Tyler back, but she will be on a Patreon episode where I told her to not actually give all the good stories. We're gonna have way crazier stories that
Oh,
we
I have
actually
better stories for sure.
where you're gonna have to
Save
pay
'em.
to hear this shit, and we'll have that up, and we'll have
Does
her
anyone
back,
want to
and
hear
we'll
about
go
the
over.
PP Bandit?
As you can
Oh,
tell,
God.
The PP Bandit.
she's nuts right now. No, but
that's like an
so
actual story,
one shout out to Gatsby on the cameras, the light work. I want to
you.
say thank you very much for Tyler Morris for stopping by. A good friend of mine. If you see her in Scottsdale, tip her well and smell good and put deodorant. You fucking degenerate.
Put gum in your fucking mouth.
Now,
And
as
don't
our
spit on me, please.
as our first guest, maybe last. As our first guest. No, just kidding. You're
canceled after this one.
As our first guest, is there any message you'd like to tell the people
Fuck it, we
that
ball.
listen to Eric Bernal? Any message? You get a sentence.
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. Guys, this has been the Eric Bernal Show. Thank you very much. And do me a favor, as always, go fuck yourself. All right, bye.
NY, the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal Show is Scottsdale. Very own, get your phone and hear a call. We going up, now let them know. SVO.